So I feel like a lot of the world is just spiraling, and that there's so many things that are changing so quickly that it's hard for systems to keep up, and it's hard for people to keep up with the systems. And it's okay. Like we are human beings on a planet that is consistently evolving, and it's important to recognize that we can't expect it to be perfect in the way that we want it to be all the time, whether we're talking about, you know, ourselves or these systems at large. And at the same time, like, a lot of the reaction is either of fear or anger, or, you know, just like total despondency and apathy. And so there's a lot to be said for supporting institutions or supporting systems even when they're not perfect, because that's how they change. And to be like, you know, I don't know, completely casting aside all of the you know, attachments to the modern world, is it's useful to reconnect to yourself and to change your relationship to the outside world, so that you are playing the role that you want to play as best as you can. And that's, I mean, obviously, like, you know, that's the Gandhi thing, be the change you wish to see in the world. And when we understand that these systems are man-made systems, and that we are able to change them, that we are actively constantly creating culture, like every generation has the opportunity to learn and to pass on all of the knowledge to the next generation, and that it does its best to, you know, we are all doing our best to receive the knowledge and to transmit the knowledge. And so to see anything as sort of like a static system that is the way it's been, or that's just the way it is like, there's definitely, the more things change, the more things stay the same. And there's certainly like that element to the world. There's no question about that. And at the same time, we're in a time that is unprecedented, and we are constantly seeing things change, and that humans are going through something different than we've maybe never gone before. And yet at the same time, there's definitely lessons from history to be taken from, in terms of how, you know, how we change things that we want to change. And so in recognizing that there's a natural course to, whether you want to say governments or empires, or to communities or the individual at whatever level, that we have a duty to communicate our needs and our desires, and to stand up for those things, and to recognize that we each have agency in that process, and that in many ways a lot of the most important stuff does happen on the local level, and that at the same time we are all part of a greater global collective, and that the systems that we want to see created or changed are there for us to change, and that certain things we can change and certain things are much harder to change. And recognizing that when you are passionate, or when you are energetic, and when there's people that are like you, that feel the exact same way as you, and when you come together, that's when things happen. That grassroots movements, all of that is super valuable. And that the more the common ideal within that movement, the stronger that common ideal is, the more likely it is that things are going to happen. And it's something that, you know, you can work towards for a lifetime, and you know, again, pass on to the next generation. So that's the deep flow of time, and I wish for all of us to tune into it and to understand it, and to find our place in it, and to connect to our culture and our history and our roots, and to our place and the world that we are creating for the future generations. So that's all. Thank you for watching. Peace.